How's everybody doing? You see what that says right up there? RVers always find friends at their next exit. That's exactly what this video and our Next Exit Boondocking Rally is all about. Let me kind of explain what I'm talking about. We had over 50 RVs show up, almost 100 people, and virtually nobody knew anybody before they got there. And within just a very short time, people were teaming up, going out on rides through the desert.
I'm going to take that R out of there right now because I'm going to get it wrong. Okay, Doug and Bruce.
One thing's for sure, you get a bunch of Jeeps and off-road vehicles out in the middle of the desert, people are going to team up and organize a ride. And that happened on 3 or 4 occasions where people would get together, a handful of people, and head off to some unknown place and then come back and tell us all about their adventures. The first one here is up at the Desert Bar, up about 30 miles north, just outside of Parker, Arizona. And it's this bar and grill and bandstand out in the middle of nowhere, full of solar panels. That's their only power. And they've got some great food and fairly reasonably priced, live music, and just a ton of people show up every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As you can see, everybody had a good time.
Be interesting. You got to know where to send the rescue party.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're the rescue.
This is all information for the investigation, not for the plan. When it went wrong.
So where are we at? Right
We're
in
up
here, huh?
This is our location here. This is the paved road that comes through the middle. Come down here. We head east, I suppose, till we hit trailhead 59. We follow 59 to 58, 58 up here to 61, and we're going to Dripping Springs. I believe it's some sort of a shallow cavern with water. I believe it actually drips. But
now y'all are all taking razors and motorcycles or what?
2 razors and I think 3 Jeeps.
So Jeeps can do all that, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, here he comes. Yep.
Well, I guess that answered that question. Jeeps can go there. But I think Ted and Nancy will tell you all Jeeps are not created equal. And Daryl and Priscilla informed me that wherever a Jeep could go, a razor has most likely already been there. Could be some truth to that, huh?
Watch their smiles.
might have gotten a little carried away with that last segment. I'm not sure where those guys were headed, but they were gone for a while, so it must have been a pretty good adventure. But everything wasn't fast and exciting like the off-roading. We had jewelry making seminars and rock painting seminars, and we did silk screening on t-shirts. We had bingo every day and karaoke several days. And the rock painting session, I think, really went over well, as it's a part of the RV lifestyle, in my opinion. We're always finding these colorful little rocks that people have painted and left laying around the campgrounds, and it just puts a little light in, at least in my day, when we run across one.
Too late.
Got you, got you, got you. I want to show you folks one of the rocks that was painted by one of the gals while we were there at Quartzsite doing the painting, and she signed it. This is done by Gloria Rhodes, and they live in Kentucky. Her and Dwayne live in Kentucky. This is one of Bob's favorites. And then I have one that was actually painted by Laura, the gal that put on the painting class. And it reminds me of Florida. And she signed the back of it. It was done in Arizona. Just too cute. We really enjoy these. Laura, let me get your cast. Let me get your cast.
We got to give a big shout out to Laura. She helped put the rock painting session together, and you can see the artwork on her cast there. She's quite the artist herself. And I got a feeling this is not the first time a lot of these folks have painted rocks. There was a lot of really nice paintings put together. We even kept a couple and stuck them up on our fireplace mantle as kind of a souvenir for the Next Exit Boondocking Rally. So it's an inexpensive way to pass some time, and it certainly gives, if you leave them sitting around in different spots, kind of like the geocaching, leave them sitting around and people find them, I really think it helps pass along the spirit of RVing and camping and sharing that experience with everybody. And hopefully some of you guys pick up this hobby and we find some of your rocks as we do our travels.
Cactus?
Cactus.
Alrighty then.
Appropriate, right?
Good. Yeah. Very good.
That's about right.
Okay, I'm gonna set this stuff down here.
I'm gonna stand here by the ladies. You go ahead and.
All right, we heard it's your birthday, so we got a little something for you to open.
Here, I'll take it for you.
There's two. There's two.
Churro?
I'm sorry.
Helmet from Lady.
Big bad wrapping paper.
Yeah, that's
Okay. And everybody signed it for you.
Thank y'all so much.
We've not seen it already.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, look at the back side. On the bottom.
Elvis was here? That's a combination. Thank you very much.
Oh, you better sign it.
Did you get a flavor that goes with Twinkie?
You signed the card. Next exit.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bob. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Thank everybody so much. I gotta say, Portland, I'm so tickled to have such a great group of people. What? Join us here. This is like a climax for them. I mean, this is awesome. Better be careful with that. This is a great event for us. We appreciate this so much, and meeting all you guys has been awesome. Huh, baby?
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And your hair's turning black.
I get the car back. Huh?
Gary on that red one. On the right one.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
Question mark. That's pretty good.
So whack that baby up.
Take your handle off of there.
Bob, what's your wish? Is everybody to get out of here now?
Everybody
We
go
can do
home.
the same thing next year.
Yeah.
I think most of us will probably game for that.
Yeah.
Get rid of this COVID, and I bet a big part of it would be back. I can't tell you how much I mean. Thanks so much.
And if they did, there's more of them down at the other end.
I love the smile on your face.
That's a real smile.
I understand.
Real deal.
One day they say.
Well, this didn't take long.
So anyway, we're going to just kind of flow with it, and then we got a camera over here. When you're talking, it'd be good to look at one of the three cameras. Where's the other camera? Over here.
Oh.
So just look at one of the three cameras that you're talking to the camera, or this one if I've got it pointing on you.
Hopefully my belly don't show.
Oh, let me get some more of this. And so by now, I kind of think you got an idea of what I mean by RVers always find friends at their next exit. This has been such an awesome experience for Pearl and I, and for the people that came to the rally. Some of these folks traveled a couple thousand miles from up in Maine. A bunch of them came from Florida, just all over the country, just to meet Pearl and I, to meet with fellow RVers. It really shows how much people want to connect and how we're all looking for that connection with the RV community. And along those same lines, I'd like for you to meet a couple more of the people. The first couple of days that we were there, we did a little round table and we did a little quick interview with everybody that was there and kind of get a feel for their RV lifestyle, how they're doing it, how maybe that might help you do it, and just kind of share a little bit of knowledge and experience from several of the folks. We'll do one more of these videos here in a couple of days and finish up with the rest of those interviews, plus a few more things we haven't showed yet from the rally. So I hope you're enjoying these videos. I wish you could have been there. We're going to do it again in 2022, I believe. It's going to be bigger and better, and hopefully it's going to include a couple of you guys. So until we see you again next time, keep the wheels rolling. Stay safe. We'll see you at the next exit.
So he made it
folks.
sound pretty
Bye-bye.
good, like y'all are liking it, Kim. Is that
Oh, absolutely.
you the same
yeah.
story?
Yeah, it's something we've thought about for a long time.
You've been planning it for a while?
We have. We've always been campers, started off in tents. We had a fifth wheel for about 4 years. And then when I retired end of August, we just decided this is how we're going to live for a while and see how it works out. And we still have our house, but we consider this home for now on wheels.
Now, is your house, are you renting it? Is it empty? Family in it?
We're going to have family live in it.
Okay.
Right now it's being cared for by family, not lived in just yet.
There you go. That you know of.
Yep.
So I see Ron out cooking.
We're very
Boondockers there.
we're very excited also because our son and daughter-in-law are going to have a baby, our third grandchild. And so we're really,
That's why you're going to be back there in June.
well, we'll be back there in May for the booth, and I'm sure we'll be there right then. So they're going to live in it, and it's going to start with a new family in there. So it's going to be exciting for them.
Yeah.
So we're very excited about
Do you? I see you out cooking out quite a bit. Do y'all do? A lot of folks still cook in. That's kind of what we do. Mostly cooking in until I got the smoker. Do y'all cook indoors or outdoors a lot?
If it's nice out, we're cooking outside.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, we cook a lot outside. So doesn't matter. Almost doesn't matter what it is. We'll cook it outside. Yeah. So.
That's kind of our Wisconsin background.
Yeah.
What do you think? Somebody, can you hold that camera while they're talking?
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dwayne, this is Gloria, and that we're from Kentucky,
Can you talk a little bit louder?
and that we own the Jayco here.
Right here, right by the fire. You don't even have to turn your heater on at night with the fire going on. Oh yes, you do.
And we started this back in, what, February of last year?
Yeah.
And we're part-time, but we were heading for Alaska, but with the COVID thing, we never made it. Hopefully this year we can get up there and do it this year.
How long have you been out on the road this trip?
This trip,
A month now.
a month.
How long will you be out on the road before you go back to your home?
Another 3 weeks.
So 2 months? That's a pretty good trip. Who watches your property? How do you handle
Our
it?
son lives in our house.
Oh,
where we're
that
from.
works.
So,
How about y'all? Do you cook outside a lot?
depends
inside?
on what we're having.
Huh?
Depends on what we eat. If
Okay.
it's steaks or hamburgers, most of it's outside.
How about your traveling? How far ahead? Well, you got your home, so you pretty much know when you go out on the road when you'll be back home.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
What kind of campsites do y'all look for?
we belong to 1,000 Trails.
Do ya?
We use 1,000 Trails. We use the Harvest Host or
Do you have the Zone Pass or the Elite membership or what?
Elite membership.
Do you?
Yeah, we.
You
21
like being a
days.
part-timer? Do you think that's a value? Do you get it? Do you
Just
get
some
enough?
of it, some points of it, yeah. I mean, I thought more if you reserved a spot, you had a spot. Finding out-
Surprise!
Yeah, that's first come, first serve. So, you know, it's a toss-up, but we've enjoyed it so far.
And where is home?
Kentucky.
Oh, that's right. And how did you end up coming to Arizona? What made you think? Because of the temperature?
No, because you had about the rally coming here, so I convinced her.
Did that take a lot of convincing?
Some, a little.
A little bit. I can see a little bit, maybe. Well, I'm glad you made it.
Toy at home, quilting frame and machine, and I was ready to start playing. And
We haven't
so
seen
let's
that
hit
yet.
the road.
Now that's a big. You have a big sewing thing you carry with you?
I just have a regular sewing machine.
Oh,
that
but
I
at
carry.
home you've got the big
It's
quilting.
at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you like that.
Well, I don't know. I haven't got to do it yet.
You may not make it another 3 weeks. How about here?
We're
Do what?
Spread the love.
Spread the love.
spread the love. David and Lori Eggers. We're from the Kansas City area, Olathe, Kansas.
And you're in the Murata here, huh?
Yeah, 33-foot Class A.
Uh-huh.
And we are part-time. I guess first year snowbirding coming to Arizona for the rally.
This year's the first year?
Yeah. Yeah, we were going to take off last year and it just didn't work out. So, yeah, this year we kind of got out between snowstorms and ice storms and glad we did.
And how long will you be on the road? How long will you be snowbirding?
Till March 1st-ish or so.
And then you're going back to your house?
Yeah, yes.
And will you do summer camping or will it just sit and you're going to come here in the winter and go home in the...
No, we'll probably go up to see friends in Iowa and Wisconsin. I've got a brother in Colorado. If the weather's not too bad, we'll go up that direction on the way home and see them, that type of thing. We like to go out to South Dakota quite a bit. So
And is that
summer is
boondocking?
easy.
South Dakota?
Boondock 90% of the time probably, yeah. Whether it's truck stop, rest area, Walmarts once in a while.
And what kind of solar setup do you have? I assume you have solar, you say boondocking.
Yeah, we've got a solar end generator. It's just a low-end Harbor Freight 200 watts.
And how does that work for you? You was telling me about that last night.
We get along fine. Our consumption in the evening is low and our batteries are 50%. I mean, they're just lead acid, so you got to be careful, but we can do the TV. I've got a satellite and stuff dish we'll put out when football comes on, but yeah, we get by okay. It actually recharges pretty good. So,
what would, if somebody's sitting at home thinking, I'd like to get some solar, I'm going to go to Harbor Freight, and what would you recommend? 200 watts, or is that what you got, right? 200?
That's what we've got. Yeah, we've been going on just 100 so far because I was missing a little pigtail. You know, it takes every little part to make everything work, but got that fixed just today.
So if somebody went to go buy, say, 100 watts, and to get it hooked up charging their battery, what do you think they would? Couple $100, isn't it? Isn't it pretty reasonable?
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable because it comes with a low-end charge controller. We've got the Victron 712 battery monitor, though we went and upscaled to that because it's with the phone. It's so much easier.
That's so nice,
coming
isn't it?
and going. Yeah. Then you know your consumption, and we've still been just testing. You know, how much does it draw? Each thing draw. I already had it mapped out. If we pull from while we're on solar, how much things pull on paper, but now we're testing it out for real.
Do you have one of the things you plug in and it tells you? How are you measuring it?
Just off of the charge controller.
Oh, what's coming out of it? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Just
okay.
Oscillating everything.
And do you have any plans of going full time, or the part time is where you think?
It's a discussion.
A discussion.
Yeah, it's a discussion.
We've all had that discussion.
We're in way too large a house with too much stuff.
Yeah.
We enjoy it, and our kids are both in the Kansas City area. We have one granddaughter, so it's.
To be continued.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see how this goes. She's coming around.
That's good. I noticed she got kind of quiet and gave you that look like, what are you going to say? Patricia, what's your story?
I just started. I'm on my 3rd week of being full-time, and I plan on boondocking here in on the BLM land.
So do you have one of those little bitty campers and little sea view things, whatever they call them?
I have a.
Or do you have that monster fifth wheel over there?
Yeah, it's actually it's only 30 feet, so it's small. They call it a couples coach, and I have 3 dogs with me, and I have a Dodge Ram 2500 that I pull with it.
So how long have you been RVing your whole? I mean, owned RVs, been around them? Are you comfortable with that?
No.
Or is that all brand new?
No,
you're learning.
It's all new. I've never driven a truck before. Still learning how to back the thing up, and I am not mechanical.
So, I mean, I gotta say that's an amazing step for an individual, man or woman, to take. Are you still happy with that decision?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I was unhappy being head of household and doing all the maintenance on my house, and it just got to be to a place where I wasn't there was no joy. And somehow, I don't know if I was on Facebook or something, but I was reading about tiny homes and then tiny homes on wheels, and it's like, that's what I want to do. So I sold my house within a year and decided to just go do this full time. I do need to do remote work. I mean, I'm not retired yet, but yeah.
How did you end up with 3 dogs?
I have 2 senior Shih Tzus, and my son couldn't take care of his pit bull.
That's probably another common story.
Yeah, it is a common story.
Yeah.
So,
do they all get along good?
Yeah.
The dogs?
Yeah, they're good. My 2 little dogs don't travel well. They get very nervous and, then get sick in the middle of the night. But hopefully they'll get used to it. So
for a single, Susan didn't make it back. We have another single lady, and we have a couple more coming. So I'm anxious to get everybody's opinion. Do you recommend? You only done it a few weeks, but do you still recommend that? I would assume.
Yeah, I think it's doable. I also think that the camping crowd is very helpful. I've had a lot of people come help me back in and get my rig set up, and anytime I have questions, I think that everyone else is more knowledgeable than I am. So everyone's been extremely helpful in working through any issues that I've had.
So what do you have problems like? If something goes out, do you have the skills where you can find a burnout fuse, or you said repairing your home? Do you have some skill set to try to track down? Because most all of us would say you got to have a good toolbox and a good multimeter and stuff.
I believe I have a pretty good toolbox. I haven't used it yet. It's still brand new.
But you're pretty comfortable to some extent with that. Yours is new though, right?
I will watch. It's brand new, and I'll watch a YouTube video.
Okay, that's what everybody hears.
Because I'm not mechanical, so we'll just see. So far, I have had no issues.
And you plan on doing this for the foreseeable future? You don't?
Yes.
Yeah. Sweet.
everybody. Welcome to our next exit. I just wanted to come out here and ask you one little favor. Just take a second and hit that subscribe button. It just takes a second. It helps us out a lot and lets us know you like the content in the video. And if once you watch the video, if you do like it, give us that little thumbs up. Show some love to an old man. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you at the next exit. Enjoy the video.
I'm not letting you